to start my feed on YouTube as well. So please bring all the questions on YouTube. YouTube channel is Australian Visa Matters. We have 11 people viewing us on TikTok, 12 people. If you guys are able to hear me properly, if you are on Facebook, if you are on YouTube, if you are on TikTok, please give me a thumbs up. Just want to check our mic if it is working properly, because at one place we are using this mic and at another place we are using systems audio. So give us a thumbs up if you're able to hear us properly and see us properly, okay? So if you bring your question to YouTube, I would recommend you guys to post your questions mainly on YouTube and on Facebook. But if we don't have much questions there, we'll continue answering your questions on TikTok until we get questions on other platforms. All right, so let's get started. So a little bit of update, especially for those who are living in South Australia, many international students who are seeking a nomination from South Australia, especially those who have recently received not invited status for their ROIs. I know it is unfortunate, but we can only do what we can do from our side. What departments thinks and what department does is not in our hands. We can only prove ourselves from things like that. So I recommend everyone, please start in advance. So whatever you want to do, please start early. Don't leave things to the last moment, okay? So I've got questions are coming on YouTube. So guys, if you're watching me live on TikTok today, please bring all the questions on YouTube. Our YouTube channel is Australian Visa Matters, okay? Australian Visa Matters. I'll see if I'm able to write something here. Just give me 1 second. There. Yeah. No. That's okay. I'll leave it for now. Please bring all the questions to YouTube. Australian Visa Matters. All right. So we have got questions coming on YouTube. Shiva Thokral is asking, "Hi sir, any chances for Baker in Adelaide?" Very good question, Shiva. Look, hospitality workers are not being regarded good at this stage in South Australia, being chefs and cooks not invited. So my recommendation to you would be, if your current visa is valid for next 6 to 8 months, that's okay. You can wait. You still have time. But side by side, please prepare for employer-sponsored visa as well. Okay. So if you don't get invited, you have some option lined up already to avoid that last minute hassle. Next one is, "Hello sir, backlog for ICT business analyst. What are the chances for 85 points for 190? I can definitely have a quick look at the business analyst backlog. Just give me 1 second. Guys, if you are watching us live on TikTok, please bring all the questions on YouTube. Our YouTube channel is Australian Visa Matters. I think, Manjot, would you be able to put some link on side by side in the chat box for our YouTube channel? I think you can.
I will write it down. I'm writing it down. It's from Endeavour Migration. So Australian
Visa Matters. So please bring all the questions on our YouTube
channel. So here
channel.
it is. So I have comment. So here it is. It's from Endeavour Migration. So I have done
written Australian Visa Matters.
Yes.
He has mentioned the YouTube channel name. Okay, so answering questions from one of our viewers on
check if I can
TikTok.
If I can copy the link and post it in the comment.
So ICT business analyst. Someone is asking the scope for ICT business analyst for at 190 points. So guys, if you're watching a live for the first time and if you haven't hit that follow button, this is the time to do so. If you're on TikTok, if you're watching us live on YouTube or Facebook, do not forget to follow us. Let's get started.
No.
Just give me 1 sec. Okay. What is that?
It wouldn't go in the comments.
It doesn't go?
No.
That's okay. You can open the YouTube on phone and then show them on the screen. There we go. So as a business analyst, someone's
So
question
here it
was,
is. So you can see, so Australian visa matters. So you will see that we have a logo on the top, Endeavour Education and Migration,
and you can
and
see online.
you can see the Minister Mohinder photo as well.
Yeah, there as well. All right. So so ICT business analyst. So if someone has 85 points, so you are at 85 points and higher, we have roughly 2,000 people, more than 2,000 people competing for 189. Okay, ICT business analyst. If you look at New South Wales only, we have over 4,000 people in New South Wales. I really can't because the table above does not give us a breakage state-wise. So at 85 points for 190 in total, 2,000, more than 2,000 people are sitting, are waiting for invites at 85 points. And there are many other people at higher points. So I don't think this financial year, anyone with 85 points would stand a chance. I would be very realistic, and I would be very open and very, very honest. Okay. So if you are if you are ICT business analyst, and if you have these many points, the scope is very limited. I would recommend you to start getting ready to explore other options, and that could be your employer sponsored visa options. If you have good experience, if you're working for a good company, and if they're happy to sponsor you, you can move in that direction. It would be worth putting your time and energy into that direction. However, if your current visa is still valid for a couple of years, then it is worth for you to wait. No problems whatsoever. Okay. Keep improving your points, sir. ENSCO 233611 backlog, sir. Invited, logged 85. So why would you have a look? If Sham Rider, if you are offshore and if you have been invited and if you have lodged a visa for 491, I really don't think you have much scope this financial year, especially given the level of competition we have for state nominations this financial year. And I believe the department also have access to all the information, the number of invites, and to whom those invites have been allocated. So if you have already lodged the file, then I don't think you need that information as of now. So 233-611. And I also want to tell everyone, remember, although we are here to help you guys as much as we can, but I don't just want to become an admin. I want to engage in more fruitful and healthy discussion about what your scope could be going forward, rather than me just checking on ENSCO code. Because if you guys are looking for this data, I can show you this screen here. So if you pay attention to this screen, I just Googled EOI skill select data, and that is mostly the first link.
For the one I'm drawing.
So yes.
Just
no, I'm not looking for round. I'm looking for that screen where that link where they can check themselves. So you just Google skill select data or skill select EOI data. Let me check if you guys are able to see my screen. So this is the link. So you just Google EOI skill select data. Okay. And this is Department of Home Affairs website. And this is where you can check how many, you have to just, study this site a little bit. You have to understand how it works a little bit. Just work with it. Just choose different options, and then you will be able to find the data that is actually available in compiled form in this link. So what I was trying to say that although we are here to help you guys, but I just don't want to waste our time on live show just showing you something that is already available for you to see. Okay. So please feel free to do play with that website, and you should be able to see some information that you're looking for. You can choose state-wise, you can choose visa subclass-wise, you can also choose occupation-wise. You can see how many EOIs are lodged, how many are granted, and things like that. So you've got all that information there. Okay. So I've got next question coming from Shaira Ali, sales and marketing manager, chances this year offshore, which state? 80 points. This year, because sales and marketing related occupations, they are not in priority in any state. you have grim chances for getting invited for 491, but don't have very high hopes. And these occupations also sell at very, very high points. So increasing your points or keep, is something that you can continue to do. Okay. All right. So next one is again from Shiva. Hi, sir. Any chance for baker in Adelaide? Shiva, I have already explained. It is not looking pretty good for hospitality workers in this financial year, especially in South Australia. So if your current visa is valid for next few months, you can wait, but side by side explore your employer-sponsored visa options as well. Okay. Dipesh Thakur is asking when New South Wales invitation is going to happen. So New South Wales, when they opened, they have already done one round, okay, and they would also be inviting more people, such in the coming few weeks. Manisha Shrestha is asking, hello sir, I have 80 points for New South Wales 190, working as aged care RN for 1.5 years of experience. Any chances for this financial year? I think at 80 points for RN aged care, it is a very, very good profile, okay, for 190. And there are equal chances for you to get invited for 189 as well. So all the best to you, Manisha. No problems whatsoever. I don't think you have any issue as such. Shreya Sharma is saying, hi, can you share more details about Masters by Research Intake and finishing my visa in February? So I think Manjot would be able to provide some information.
Shreya Sharma, you can contact me on 0452169200. I will need to know your details in more. So
send us a message on WhatsApp.
Then I can help.
Yeah.
In which.
So for those who are
looking for by Master of Research and any all those details.
For those who are looking for taking admission, or if you have admission related query, simply send us a message on WhatsApp +61 452 169 Manjot will get back to you, and we can help you there. If you have any migration related queries, if you want to discuss employer sponsored visa, general skill migration, skill assessment, or tourist visas, partner visas, doesn't really matter what options, what questions you have. Please head to our website at www.ems.com.au and you can book a consultation from there. We generally conduct half an hour to 45 minutes consultation. That would be directly with me, and we can address all your questions.
If any of your employer is looking for an employer agreement, so we can also assist in that case as well. So Mohinder have a good experience in that.
In what? Sorry?
Employer agreement. Employer sponsor agreement. So that's
so if your employer wants to sponsor you, and if they want to talk to us whether they are eligible to sponsor or not, or whether you are eligible to be an applicant or not for the visa under employer sponsor visa, definitely please book appointment. Make sure you and you and your employer both are available in the consultation. We can connect on Zoom call, and we can determine your eligibility and then provide you quotation going forward. Okay. All right. So I've got this question coming from Vishal. Shreya, I think Shreya, I have addressed your question. So simply send us a message on WhatsApp. We will help you out. Okay. Visa chances on disability support worker on TSS labor agreement. Vishal Jung KC, if the labor agreement is approved and if you meet all the criteria, I don't really see there are any hitches. Okay. So you should be fine. If you already have lodged the visa application, it is just a matter of getting in process and getting it granted. Amir Rehan is saying 80 points in Western Australia as a civil engineer. What are the chances? Very good question. Look, civil engineers are high in demand throughout Australia, but I believe there would be a lot of civil engineers waiting for invites from offshore as well. So mixed, you still have chances. We don't know how long it can take. So you have to make decision on the basis of your current visa. If your visa is valid for a few more months, it is worth waiting. Whether they give you 491 or 190, just go for it. Having a relevant job or having your current employment in the relevant occupation is really, really important. You can continue working on that.
I was looking for civil engineering backlog.
Okay. So civil engineering backlog, we can definitely have a look at civil engineer.
Right.
Yeah. civil engineer. Go. Enter. Here we go. So civil engineers, I was showing you the civil engineers. You wanted to have a look at civil engineers. So
Yes.
first, for civil engineers, we can see, if you have 80 points, you are competing with for 189 with another like 3,000 people approximately. And if you are in Western Australia, then you are competing with roughly
Oh my God.
5,000 people, more than 5,000, 5,500 people. So if you're just purely looking for your invitation on the basis of points, it is going to be really, really tricky and difficult for you. Arjun Dillon is asking, hi sir, I'm in South Australia and working in aged care as EN at 80 points. Look, Arjun, game on for you. You can get invited for 190 as well as 491 if your employment is full-time and strong and if you meet all other criteria. Okay. Next question was from Virk Malkeet. Sir, what about RN in Victoria with on 70 points in aged care with partner points, sir? Look, Malkeet, RN in Victoria as aged care, do you have RN aged care skills assessment? If so, then you may get invited. Okay. It all comes down to the fact how long you can wait or invite, how long your current visa is valid. So if your current visa is valid for only a few months, then it would be worth thinking about moving to regional Victoria with a job that can enhance your chances of getting either 190 or 491 from Victoria. At 70 points in Victoria as a registered nurse, we would have so many people. Let me have a quick look. Was that aged care?
Yes.
Yeah. So if it was a registered nurse aged care,
Excuse me, please.
you can have a look at Victoria. In Victoria, we have total 261 RNs aged care. So in that sense, 261 RNs are not too many. I believe you have reasonable chances of getting invite from Victoria on the basis of these points and your current employment. So for my TikTok family, guys, I am answering all the questions on our YouTube channel. Okay, it is Australian Visa Matters. Our YouTube channel is Australian Visa Matters. Please go and check out our YouTube channel and bring all the questions there. Okay, so today I'm not taking questions from TikTok. In YouTube, it is much easier for us to take questions and answer questions, display the questions, so we all learn at the same time. Abrar Sayed is saying, hello sir, what are the chances for secondary school teacher offshore with 90 points for 491 and 80 points for 190 with subclass has better chances for me New South Wales, and what are the 189 if rounds happen? So if you have 90 points for 491, that means you have 75 points. Let me show you one thing, secondary school teacher. I want to see the latest round. I want to see the cutoff for the latest round. So secondary school teachers. So have a look at this. You can see that secondary school teachers were invited at 75 points for 189. That means if there is another round for secondary school teachers, you have high probability of being accepted this financial year. Okay, and teachers are needed in almost all the states. And even if they offer you 491 from New South Wales, please go for it. So you've got high probability of getting invitations from even offshore. Okay, it could be Victoria, it could be New South Wales, it could be even South Australia. Pretty good chances. Go for choose South Australia as well. Remember, if you're sitting offshore, if you're offshore, then any visa is good. Okay, 491, 190, any visa is good if you're offshore. So don't be really fussed about 190 or 189. Take anything, because look, I mean, people sometimes let go opportunities and later on they really repent for them. So there were a few people who were offered 491 in last financial year and the previous financial year. They didn't take it, and this year they didn't get any invite. Some of them have their English expiring, some of them have their skills assessment expiring. So don't compare yourself with others. Migration is all about trends, and sometimes the trends are in your favor, sometimes they aren't. So you can't really do much. All you can do is you can make the best decision possible at that particular stage when you when you have done your EY and you're waiting for invite. So just make wise decision at that particular point in time. Okay. Visa chances on disability support worker on TSS labor agreement. I think, Vishal, I have already answered your question. Info center for you. I just received email from us say that my ROI is not invited, but they did not mention any reasons. Why as a graduate stream enrolled nurse 190 80 points I had. That's a very depressing thing. I'm not sure why they did so. Generally, we have received those not invited status for a lot of other applicants in other occupations, such as chefs and motor mechanics and some other trade occupations. Not necessarily nurses, but if they are also sending this to the nurses as well, they really want you to understand that they may not consider your profile for nomination anymore for this financial year. So they may want you to probably think about exploring other visa options in the employer-sponsored visa category. So speak to your employer. I'm not sure what is your current visa. If you are on a student visa, going on another student visa could be another option. If you're not meeting the criteria, any other criteria, and if you don't have other options. But my advice would be based on case-by-case basis. So I really need to look into your profile. So please book appointment if you want to discuss your case in detail. Guys, we really I want all of you guys to please help me manage these messages. We are taking all the questions on YouTube and on Facebook. So please bring all the questions on YouTube and Facebook. Our YouTube channel is Australian Visa Matters. Okay. And when you post your question, please be aware of each other's time as well. Please make sure that you don't post the same question again and again. So we give everyone opportunity to get their questions answered. Remember, guys, these live shows are generic only. The information that we share in these live shows is generic only. It may not directly apply to your individual circumstances. If you want to discuss your case, we believe in honest, ethical, and transparent migration practice. If you have not been guided properly in the past, or if your current agent is not looking after you, we would be happy to take over your file. So reach out to us. The how you can get in touch with us. The very first thing that you should do is to book appointment, and in the appointment we can discuss what can be done in your case and then provide you advice going forward. Okay. Muhammad Rijwan is asking, sir, any chance for New South Wales 491 stream 1 for general accountant with 6 months of work experience in this financial year or the next financial year? This financial year, yes. Tismit, if you're currently working at Tismit salary, pretty good. No problems. You can go for, and if you meet all other criteria, because they have reasonable number of places, 2,000 places for 491 in New South Wales. So that means that they are going to give those nominations to deserving people. David Rosario, sir, what about production engineer? David Rosario, one of my brother is also a production engineer. He's also waiting for invite for last couple of years. It is very, very competitive for production engineers. Unless you have a job in hand, and if you're currently working as a production engineer, and if you're in Australia, then you may get invited. From offshore, you go in at that big queue. If you have very high points, say 85 or 90 or 95 points, you may get invited as well from offshore. If not this financial year, maybe next financial year, because we expect a slightly higher number of places next financial year for state nomination from the federal government. Okay, Pawan Shah. Now let's discuss this generic thing. What is happening now? The government is capping the number of international students who enter Australia from 1st January 2025. Okay, the government is already reducing. They have made very stringent changes. No student visa from tourist visa. So that is going to potentially stop lots of young tourists coming to Australia and using that tourist to student visa path. So that is going to stop. There are also increasing compliance on colleges and stuff. Okay, so lots of colleges are closing. There is a closure of one big college with campuses all across Australia. They have recently closed down. So they are closing lots of colleges as well. Now, what is going to happen? You need to understand the trends, guys. Okay, so if you guys agree with me, please post in the comment box. So that means, and states are being squeezed. They are not getting enough number of allocations for state nomination either. So last year it was very, very less. This year it is slightly better. Next year maybe slightly better. But this year, next year, and the following year may just be still in control, or still be very, very stringent, the rules and regulations. But what is going to happen eventually? Couple of years down the track, what will happen? Couple of years down the track, there would be not many people to take up the jobs. No more young people, especially those who are working in cleaning, in aged care, in disabled care, and all other odd jobs. So those jobs will become so much frequently available, and Australia will suffer from that skill shortage. And probably that could be 26, 27 or 27, 28. That would be the time when the floodgates would open again, because Australia cannot survive without migrants. We all know it. No matter how hot this migration debate is, but Australia cannot survive without migrants. I came to Australia back in 2010. Okay, so I've been here 14 years, and we have seen many ups and downs and many trends. But what they don't want the system to be exploited. They want people to come to Australia in the best, in legal ways, in professional trade courses, and do the right thing. But unfortunately, in last few years, the system has been abused, and the government didn't do anything. So Labor is trying to now fix that mess, which is good to a small extent. I do agree. As a international student or as an immigrant, what should you do? You should have the best possible advice by your side and make your decisions wisely. The party is over. They don't want people to skip the queue, and they don't want people to make mess. That's the only thing that I think they are doing good. So to some extent, look, you got no control over changes. You can't make any comments, or you can't stop these changes. What you can do, you can navigate yourself in the best possible way by best advice, so you are able to get to your visa options as quickly as possible. Okay. Always remember, it is highly recommended and advisable to take help from a registered migration agent only. I would recommend you guys to always take advice from a registered migration agent only. I'm going to show you on the screen how you can search a migration agent next to in the state or wherever you are located, how you can search them. So this is the website, which is known as Office of omara.gov.au. So you can just search OMARA, omara.gov.au. They have recently changed the logo. It looks very cute. So you can go here, and then you can go on this tab and say, click this tab, search for agent. Okay. And then you can search with the name. Okay. Or you can even search with the postcode, and you can see
with the business name.
With business name as well. There are multiple ways you can search for an agent. So you can see the person who is assisting you should exist there. He or she should be a registered migration agent if you're taking assistance in skills assessment, visa lodgement, and all those things. You can also search by postcode. Say suppose we are in Adelaide, so you can search 5,000, and it will give you a list of all the registered migration agents. You can see there are tens of pages here, more than 10 pages here. Okay. Similarly, you can search for Victoria. You can search with business name. It will give you all the. So please make sure you take professional help from registered migration only, because they are authorized. They are trained. They are legally entitled to help you, and they are registered with the Migration Registration Authority. Okay, so the chances of you getting, I think, there we go. So are you guys able to see my screen? So that's how you search it, the registered migration agents. So you go to this omara.gov.au, that's where you search it. You can search by business name, you can search by name, you can search by postcode and all that. Make sure you take professional help from a registered migration agent only. Okay. All right. So getting back to your questions, Shekhar 11 is asking, what are the chances for enroll nurse with this year from ACT got offer for job from public hospitals starting at 2025? Look, Shekhar, you need to ask yourself, if you move to Canberra now, would you be competitive enough as compared to the people who are currently living and working in Canberra and probably in the same occupation? Okay, and you also need to consider how long your current visa is valid for. If you have your visa valid for next 2 or 3 years, then no problems. You would be fine in Canberra. But whole Canberra is regional, but because Canberra is also a capital city too, that's why it would be too crowded. How about moving to another regional area where you would have less competition? It could be regional Victoria, very, very good place at the moment. It could be regional New South Wales, very good place. In regional New South Wales, you can materialize your PR dream in just 6 months because they have a pathway one in which you can get nomination for subclass 491 just by living and working there for 6 months. Okay. So please help me in finding some questions from here as well if we are short there. Next question was Sanju Adhikari is I have applied onshore 482 visa in April, but I haven't got nomination and visa. I'm Baker. What's the reason, sir? Sanju, so nowadays it is taking longer than expected for employer-sponsored visas. The reason being, lots of people are actually applying for these kind of visas these days, given the number of places are limited for states and even for 189. So that is one of the reasons. Please wait. Make sure your agent is addressing all the questions that they are asking. There could be many RFIs and stuff. Subject to asking your agent, you can also import your application in your side after asking your agent, or ask your agent to provide you details if your application is in progress, or if you have received, or if they have received any request for further documents.
Yes, Bimal Singh, ਤੁਸੀਂ appointment book ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ TikTok profile ਤੇ link ਦਿੱਤਾ ਹੋਇਆ ਹੈਗਾ, ਉੱਥੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ website ਦਾ link given ਹੈ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉੱਥੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ appointment book ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋਗੇ।
देखो मित्रों, मैं हिंदी भी बोल सकता, पंजाबी भी बोल सकता, so main medium of communication in our live shows is only English because we also cater to the needs of other international students coming from different walks of life and different backgrounds. But ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਹਿੰਦੀ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੋ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਵੀ ਲੈਂਗੁਏਜ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਮੈਸੇਜ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ, ਕੋਈ ਚੱਕਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਗਾ ਇੱਥੇ, ਠੀਕ ਹੈ। ਮੈਂ ਨੇਟਿਵ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਸਪੀਕਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ, but I think I can speak reasonable ਪੰਜਾਬੀ।
I can speak,
ठीक है?
I can be a
नहीं
translator
मैं
for you।
मेरी पंजाबी ठीक ही है।
हाँ बढ़िया है,
ठीक है,
बढ़िया,
गुजारा चलता कि नहीं?
मैं क्या पूरी
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 चलती।
टच है।
So no problems at all. Remember guys, we believe in honest, ethical and transparent migration practice. This is our aim to, when we are working on your file, we are going to provide you each and every detail and each and every information.
And acknowledgement as well.
Acknowledgements and things like
Yes.
that. Every step we help you in the PR process. So reach out to us if you want to discuss your case with us. Simply head to my website at www. and book appointment from there. And also, if you guys like our live shows, please keep inspiring us by engaging, by sharing, by following. This is what we want. We come for you guys, okay? Because we want to share this knowledge with you, okay? Even though it is generic, but at least it gives you some direction. It is important that you get some direction. And then if you think it is worth for you to talk to a registered migration agent, please do so. Me or someone else, doesn't really matter, but take professional help. Smart people always take professional help. I know it costs you money, but in long run, if you get your PR 2 years earlier, then why not? Or if you get your PR dream materialized right away, why not? So many questions are still pending. I'm going to give my best shot to answer all these questions. So Will Gold is asking, hello sir, enroll nurse in ACD 85 points. What are the chances for 491 for this fiscal year? Thank you. I can have a quick look at enroll nurses. Would you be
Yes, sure. You want me to?
enroll nurse? And probably you can take that as well.
There you go.
So you're gonna share this tab. So we are showing you the enroll. Yeah, click there. Click here. There, and then click here. So we are seeing what they are seeing, and then please click here.
Yes, start.
All right. So enroll nurses. Now we can go back here. So in Canberra we have ACT. Where is ACT? Here, 60. So in Canberra you can see we have 60 enroll nurses. Like not a big number. Not many people are there in Canberra with enroll nurse skills assessment. So if it is only 60, Canberra has a limited quota as well. In side by side, I'm also gonna search. Can you also search how many invitations they have already given? Please, lots of information. You know why I come on YouTube and Facebook? Because it is easier for us to share the screen. And on YouTube, you can also change the orientation of your phone and see our screen too, even if you're watching us on phone. But on TikTok, you really cannot zoom. So it was a problem. That's why we are using other platforms today. All right. So I'm also going to show you the number of allocations that were actually received. So I think that should be at the bottom. So bring it down. Bring it to all the way down. And you may need to also, yeah, here we go. All right, so just give it to me now. I'll be happy to do it from here. Can you also search Connect 9 down again, or 2024, 2025 allocation? So I want to just search the allocation. Please bear with me. I'm bringing up some information to you on the screen. Yeah, that's it. That should have that information. Yeah, down, all the way down. So we need the states allocation only. So we can make a comparison. Here we go. All right. So here. So now please have a look at the screen. So someone asked about enrolled nurse, and that too in ACT. So ACT was offered 800 places for 491 and 1000 places for 190. Okay. Now so far they have given 136 places for 190, and they have given 92 allocations for or nominations for 491. And this data is updated on 30th of June. They might have given a few more. So that means they have only exhausted like 10% of their quota so far. They still have lots of places remaining. Okay. So what states are doing at this this financial year, I think they have been instructed by Department of Home Affairs that they should utilize their given quota in the best possible and wisest way. That's why they're taking it slow, okay, and they're not giving big bulk of invitations. They're taking it slow. Similarly, you can also see in South Australia, for those who are located in South Australia, they have given 530 invitations for 190 out of 3,000 allocated places, and they have given 90 invitations only for subclass 491 out of 800 places. So they do also have a reasonable number of places remaining. So there's nothing to worry. You don't need to really get scared, but the states are taking it slow. So if your visa is valid until say 2025, say July, August, and September, you can still wait for state nomination if your points are good. If you're working in the nominated occupation, your salary is good. But if you are not close to your points are not good, but if you're working in the nominated occupation, continue working with the employer. So get ready for employer sponsored visa if you don't get sponsored, if you don't get invited by the state. So that could be one of your strategy. And this is how we have been suggesting, and this is what we have been suggesting and helping, how we have been helping people seeking advice from us. Okay. So that was for Will Goth. I think you can make some you will have some kind of understanding from what we have just discussed.
We have already answered for this question. Manisha
Yeah.
Shrestha. Yes.
Manisha is answered. Shekhar is answered. Okay, Sanju Adhikari. I have applied onshore 482 visa in April. I think I have checked your question as well. Sir, production or plant engineer will come under advanced manufacturing, that in New South Wales priority sector. Very good question. Would production engineer be under advanced manufacturing? In one sense, yes, but depends where they employ you. Okay. So Fahad, if you have very high points, you can target New South Wales. Why not?
I think it's this is also
So all the
very-
same repeated questions, guys. Please don't ask the same question again and again.
Have you done for the Mandeep or
Mandeep,
when NSW pathway?
I have 70 own points, 85 for 491.
Residing chef and
Western
chance of
Australia
lodging.
residing chef. Any chance lodge in May? I have 70 own.
I think she have done UI in May.
I have 70 points on 85 for 491. Western Australia residing chef. Any chance for lodge? Look, chefs are suffering this financially. To be very, very honest,
I think they are targeting for employer-sponsored visa
Yeah,
in
so
these sectors.
they
especially
want people to go for employer-sponsored
Yeah.
visa, mainly in hospitality-related occupations, unless you have very, very high
and
points.
even in mechanic something like that. All those mechanics are also getting not invited states.
Yeah. So especially in South
South
Australia.
Australia, yes.
All right. So I have a question from
Bridging upgrades and
Birganj, I think. Birganj is saying, I am an air conditioning technician. I have 3 years of working experience in Sydney. I have 70 points on 190. What are the chances? Look, air conditioning technician, if you have skills assessment, you may even get invited for 1892. So very, very good score for you. And if you're currently employed and if you're currently working in the nominated occupation, you can also explore employer-sponsored visa too. Yashi Dorji is asking, sir, what about 3 years of experience in extrusion operator? I'm not sure what is extrusion operator. I would need more details. What exactly do you do? I'm already at ACT visa still 2026. I think Shekhar, you had this question about Ian, I think.
Ian, yes.
So
and
that looks fine to me. If your visa is still 2026, you still have like over a year, maybe 1.5 years. I'm not sure how, what date your visa expires and what month your visa expires in 2026, but you still seem to have enough time.
Mandeep,
When New South Wales pathway 1 desperately waiting, sir. Sir Mandeep, आजूंगा wait करो please, है ना?
cable
वेट करने दा जेड़ा फल है वो बढ़िया होंदा, ठीक है? So just wait. All right, guys, if you guys are watching my live for the first time, this is the time to hit that follow button or subscribe button. We are bringing this information about Australian visas and updates related migration regulations in Australia in these live shows. We love to connect with all of you guys. Okay, please interact with our videos. Please post your comments. We try our best to answer your questions. If you remember, we can only help you guys if you help yourself, and how you can do so by connecting with us. So you can connect with us if you want to discuss your profile. We offer half an hour to 45 minutes consultation, and we can do it on Zoom, no matter where you're located in Australia. Even if you're offshore, if you're able to afford our appointment consultation charges, you can still send book appointment. So if you go to our website at www. I can show you here. Yeah, don't go in admin side. It only takes admin side. Yeah. Here we go. So you can go to our website www. See what I mean?
Yes.
So you can go to our website, which is this, and this is a in the very first screen you will see this thing popping out. You can fill in your details, select online if you want to do it on Zoom, select face to face if you want to do it in our office. That is available only for people located in Adelaide. You are located anywhere all over the world, no problems whatsoever. Just check time. If you are located in Sydney or WA, just put your location. So it will show you time as per the Adelaide time on the website. So you book and see us as per your location time if you do the Zoom consultation. And if you are coming to office, then always give us a call that you have booked a face-to-face consultation, because I am occupied most times, so I have to make sure that I'm available for your consultation, and that too in office. Okay, if you guys are looking for PTE, there are lots of people who are really struggling with 1, 2, 3, 4 marks in PT. Most of the people start preparing for PTE from open resources such as YouTube and open websites, could be Ape Uni or anything. Look, I want to say this to you. I have taught PT for many, many years, and I understand, I believe that people lose their score because they don't know what they are doing and they don't know what mistakes they are making. When people come to us, when students come to us, we are able to figure out those mistakes, and we see people getting their results. So if you are really struggling with PT, if you are located in South Australia, in Adelaide, okay, our PT class is back morning, evening, afternoon session. No matter what time you want to come, you're welcome. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. Thursday, we have lab sessions from, you can access the lab. But get to us if you're really struggling, and if you want to apply for 485 visa, but you're not getting your score, you're missing out by 1, 2, 3 marks here, or you want to do EY, you're not getting 6 seats, or you are sitting at 63, 64, you're not getting 65 plus, or if you are preparing for 60, 79 plus, missing out on 1 or 2 marks here and there, please reach out to us. You can simply visit our office for PT anytime on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Friday, except Thursday.
Even for the online class.
And we can also conduct
Yes,
an online
online
class
class.
too on Zoom if you're located at other locations. So we do have individual sessions as well as group sessions available.
So
Okay.
reach out to us for the further details. No problem at all. Yes.
Okay, so can you please check how many seats are available for air conditioning technician in New South Wales? I am still employed. I have submitted my EYs as well as for 190 and 189 on 70 and 65 points. So let me have a quick look. Air conditioning technician. Manjot, can you please help me?
Yes, I can for you.
Why doesn't it show anything? Air.
I think it's refrigeration, something like
Air conditioning. Yeah, air conditioning. So air conditioning, let's have a quick look at air conditioning backlog. Which one was it? Yeah. So if you look at air conditioning, you can see we have only 55 EYs
that.
for
Not so many
189.
people.
Not so many people. So you may get invited for 189 in the next round. And I can also have a quick look. Yeah, here as well. There's nothing. I think they didn't invite air conditioning. Yeah, I do. 65. So you can also have a look. In the latest round, people got invited at as low as 65 points as air conditioning mechanic. So that was the latest round. And current EY data you can see here. We only have 55 people, so you have very, very high chances of being accepted for 189 as well, in addition to 190 as well as 491. Okay, all the best. All right, so Pragyan Adhikari. Hi, sir. What is the difference between OSAP skills assessment and job ready program? Is experience count, which is counted to do OSAP skill assessment for Wire 86 direct entry for sure? Very, very good question. So basically, OSAP or offshore skills assessment program is meant to recognize work experience from people who do not hold a relevant qualification. So suppose if you are a chef, you've been working as a chef for last 3 years, or you've been working in the kitchen as a cook, chef, and even kitchen assistant or kitchen hand for last few years, but you don't hold relevant qualification. You don't have Cert 3, Cert 4, or any qualification related to hospitality. So in that case, you go for offshore skills assessment. Now, when you go for OSAP, first you do RPL, and then they give you a certificate, okay? And then in the process of RPL, they eat out your some experience at the relevant. So, for example, if you were working as a chef for last 6 years, they will take out 3 years of work experience and equate that work experience with your RPL qualification. Okay, so you can only use remaining 3 years. If you have total 6 years of experience as a chef and no relevant qualification, then first 3 years will be equivalent to your qualification. So certificate 3 or 4 qualification, that is minimum required, 4 qualification. So you can only use, if you have 6 years experience, only then you can use 3 years for a full-time experience for 186 direct entry if you are doing OSAP. However, side by side, if you're doing job ready program means, I'm going to show you that here. This is actually really technical question. Can you search chef ABS and go in the first one? So that's okay. Okay, so please pay attention to my screen. Okay, what I mean to say, if you look at this is the ENSCO jobs and duties description of chefs. You can see here. So in Australia, they require you to have AQF associate degree, advanced diploma, or a diploma. Okay, is that chef? Yeah. Overseas degree, advanced diploma, or diploma.
Yes,
Okay.
will work, yeah.
So here diploma will work, and even certificate 4 is fine, and 1 year of on the job ready. So, and if you look at here, at least 3 years of relevant experience may substitute the formal qualification. So that's what they are saying here. So if you don't have formal qualification, 3 years of work experience will substitute that formal qualification. Okay. So what will happen if you have total 6 years of work experience, 3 years would be substituting your formal qualification, and then you can only use 3 years. So if you total have 3 years of work experience only, that work experience will not be counted for 186 direct entry because you are not deemed fully qualified for that purpose. I hope that makes sense. Pragyan, do you have any follow-up questions? That was a really important question, and I really wanted to address it properly. Guys, if you're watching us live on TikTok, please bring all the questions on YouTube. Our YouTube channel name is Australian Visa Matters. I'll see if I'm able to display a YouTube channel here. Australian Visa Matters.
I can show you.
I'm going to share screen here as well. Just give me 1 sec. I'm just sharing my screen so I can show you. Yeah, so just
First of all, search it.
Here. Yeah. Okay.
So second one. Second one.
Yes, that's okay. Yeah. So I'm going to show you here. Just give me 1 sec. I'm with you guys on TikTok. I'm going to show you my screen here. All right. So I haven't used this system for a while, so I am going to take a bit of time. So I think would that show this screen to them? No. So here. So I need to reduce the size of this screen. Only then they'll be able to see what I'm seeing. Here we go. So this is our YouTube channel, guys. For all the TikTok family, I have reduced our video. So this is our YouTube channel. This is where we are live. You can see that we are live here. So this is our channel. Please bring all the questions to YouTube today. I'm not taking many questions on TikTok. So please bring all the questions on YouTube because YouTube allows us to show you the screen. You can see the big screen, and interaction is very good on YouTube. Okay.
You can maximize that. Our screen on that.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, guys, you can see our YouTube channel on
Is that YouTube?
profile. Yes. Yeah. So in TikTok we are looking like this.
On TikTok, yeah, you can't zoom on TikTok. No, that's the problem. So that's why we are using our YouTube today. All right, so let's continue our discussion. Next question is coming from Safan Azim. Hi, sir. I'm residing in Western Australia, working in government in finance role. Western Australian graduate in accounting, lowest UI in April 2024, 80 points for 491. Any chances should I pursue sponsor? Look, at 80 points as a finance in the finance role, given that this occupation is not in high demand, it would be worth for you to look for sponsor visa. Yeah, you can explore sponsor visa. I'm not sure how long your current visa is valid for. If you're still, if your current visa allows you to live in Australia for next say 12 months or 18 months, you can still wait for a few more months before you pursue your employer sponsored visa. But have a chat with the employer, tell them that you wanna you are interested in employer sponsored visa, so they can do some initial preparation if they want to sponsor you. Okay. Hello, sir. I came to Tasmania in 2020 and I did Cert 3, Cert 4 in tiling. From last 2.5 years, I'm working in tiling and I changed my employer 3 weeks ago because there was pay slips and contract issue.
And he was saying, so if I apply for the 190, then they will check my previous employer contract as well.
ਬਿਮਲ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਹੈਲਪ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਸਕਦਾ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਠੀਕ ਹੈ। ਜੇ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਏਜੰਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਰეკਮੈਂਡ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਸਕਦਾ, ਠੀਕ ਹੈ। ਕੰਪਲੈਕਸ ਕੇਸ ਹੈ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ, ਡਿਪੈਂਡ ਕਰਦਾ ਕਈ ਵਾਰ EMPLOYER ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਸੈਲਰੀ ਵਗੈਰਾ ਪੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਦਾ ਟਾਈਮ ਸਿਰ, ਠੀਕ ਹੈ। ਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਵॉल ਐਂਡ ਫਲੋਰ ਟਾਈਲਰ ਹੋ, ਕਿਉਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਿਰਫ 190 491 ਦੇ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਪਏ ਹੋ? ਵਾਈ ਨਾਟ 189? ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਵॉल ਐਂਡ ਫਲੋਰ ਟਾਈਲਰ ਦੇ 189 ਦਾ ਇਨਵਾਈਟ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਆ ਸਕਦਾ ਅਗਰ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਆਪਣੇ 65 ਪੁਆਇੰਟਸ ਹਨ। ਕੈਨ ਯੂ ਪਲੀਜ਼ ਹੈਵ ਅ ਲੁੱਕ?
ਬਿਲਕੁਲ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੰਟੈਕਟ ਕਰ ਲਓ ਤਾਂ ਵਧੀਆ ਰਹੂਗਾ,
ਠੀਕ ਹੈ। ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਹੈਲਪ ਤਾਂ ਹੀ ਕਰ ਸਕੂੰਗਾ ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੇਰੇ ਕਲਾਇੰਟ ਹੋ। ਬਾਕੀ ਦਿਸ ਇਜ਼ ਸਮਥਿੰਗ ਫॉर योर ਏਜੰਟ ਟੂ ਆਨਸਰ। ਅਗਰ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਏਜੰਟ ਨਹੀਂਗਾ ਤਾਂ ਪਲੀਜ਼ ਹਾਇਰ ਏ ਰਜਿਸਟਰਡ ਮਾਈਗ੍ਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਏਜੰਟ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੇਖ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ ਸਾਡੀ ਸਕਰੀਨ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ, you only have, just give me 1 sec, you can see on the screen that you only have at the moment 46 people with wall and floor tiler EOI for 189. ਅਗਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ 189 ਵਾਸਤੇ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹੋ ਤਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਵਰਕ ਐਕਸਪੀਰੀਅੰਸ ਵਗੈਰਾ ਦੀ ਲੋੜ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ, ਜਿਹੜਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਲੇਮ ਕੀਤਾ ਇਟਸ ਫਾਈਨ। ਸੋ ਇੰਪਰੂਵ ਯੋਰ ਇੰਗਲਿਸ਼। ਅਗਰ ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇੰਗਲਿਸ਼ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ 65 ਪਲੱਸ ਕਰ ਲਓ। I believe you have pretty good chances of being accepted for 189 ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਸਾਰੀ ਵਾਰੀ ਫਿਨਿਸ਼ ਹੋ ਜਾਊਗੀ, ਠੀਕ ਹੈ। reach out to us, you can book appointment, visit our website and my website details are here. You can see www.ems.com.au. All right, so next question is coming from I'm working as a customer service manager and got positive skills assessment. What is my best option? I'm in New South Wales, love to travel. Customer service manager, if you have been working for last 6 months with minimum Tismit salary, you can target 491 pathway 1 directly. If you're not eligible now, you may be eligible after few months. Okay. Anu is asking, if I complete advanced diploma of civil construction design, what skills assessment we can get? You can get civil draftsperson. You can also get, I think, civil engineering technician. Civil draftsperson is the main skill assessment.
But we are not recommending to do this one.
John Joby is saying, hi sir, could you say the chance RNNEC with points of 80 offshore visa 491? आ सकता है John Joby, you can get, if you got skills assessment 80 points from offshore for 491, literally possible. Target New South Wales regional as well as regional Victoria and whole South Australia as well as Western Australia. So ideally, if you have an agent, make sure you do multiple EOIs so as to give you the best possible chances to get invited. Okay. For my TikTok family, I have not been answering your questions on TikTok today. We are answering all the questions on YouTube and Facebook. We love to connect with you guys, and it is almost time for us to go. Probably on Friday we can make this session a bit longer. I will give you 2 minutes to please provide in the feedback, in the provide comments in the comment section. What do you guys like about our live shows, and what do you think we can do to improve our live shows? Please give us a 2 or 3 4 or 5 words of feedback so we can implement it and make our live shows more interactive and better. So no more questions, please. just give us some feedback how you guys like our live shows. I'm always open for criticism. I'm always open for improvement, because we are here to help you guys, and we want to make sure that in these live shows we help you guys as much as we can, and we can't do that without asking you what kind of information you would like to see. Please write in the comment box. And if you guys are watching our live for the first time and haven't hit that follow button, please do it now. We are going to come back again on Friday, and we will discuss all migration related matters in detail again. Okay. All the best, guys. We'll see you guys in the next live show.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.